Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I am Rahmawati and my friend Marina Graziana Putri. Today we will explain about our lesson plan in teaching drama with the title Guess Who I Am. The first is learning objective. In learning objective, there are three main parts in learning objective. The first is the students are able to improve their understanding about drama. And then the second is the students are able to create a narrative text based on their point of view in each character. And the last is the students are able to present about their narrative that have been written. For the teaching methodology, we use collaborative learning, that is pair discussion. So in each group consists only 2 students. For the media, we use scenario sheet, that is a story. We choose Beauty and the Beast story in this lesson. And we also use envelopes. In envelopes contains 2 paper that written a character, 2 character. The character, it can be a human or things that happen in a story. And then we also use a paper to write the student's narrative. And we also use pencil or pen. And then the procedure will explain by my friend Marina.
Okay friends, I am Marina. Now I'm gonna present about the procedure of the lesson. Here there are 3 activities that have to do by the teacher and by the students during the lesson. It starts from pre-activity, and the second one is about while activity, and the third one is about post-activity. And now I'm gonna read one by one about the activity. Start from pre-activity. In pre-activity, it is start by reading, and the second one is about the teacher checks the students' attendance list, and the third one is about the teacher does brainstorm, and the fourth is about the teacher tells about what they are going to learn. This is all about the pre-activity. And the second one is about while activity. In while activity, it is start from the teacher asks the students about the story that they have known, and the second one is about the teacher shows one of the familiar story to the students, and the third one is about the teacher explain the story, and the fourth is about the teacher divides students into pair, and the fifth is about the teacher gives the instruction about what they have to do in pair, and the sixth about the teacher gives the students involved that contains 2 character or scenario that related to the story, and the seventh is about the teacher asks the students whether they have understood or not, and the eighth, the teacher asks the student to write their own narrative text based on their point of view about the characters that they have put, and the ninth is about the teacher asks the students to present their own narrative text by reading, and the last is about the teacher asks another student to guess who are the characters based on the scenario sheet. This is while activity, and the last is about post activity. In post activity, there are 3 activities. The first one is about the teacher does feedback, and the second one is about the teacher makes sure that the students understood the lesson, and the last one is about the teacher closes the lesson. This is all about the procedure of our lesson.
For the worksheet, there are 2 pages. The first page consists of instruction and story. And then the next page, it will be students to write their narrative. I will show you the worksheet like this. This is our worksheet that contains instructions and story or scenario sheet that students have to read. And the next page contains a blank that used to students to write their narrative. And then this is the example of character that contains in envelopes.
Okay friends, for last part is about assessment. There are three criteria to assess the student's score. The first one is about skill, and the second one is about student's attitude, and the last one is about student's activeness during the lesson. In skill, there are two skills. The first one is about writing and speaking. Why we put speaking and writing as the criteria to assess the students? Because it is refers to the procedure of the lesson, where the students have to write their own narrative text, and they also will be present about the result of their discussion. So because of that, we put speaking and writing as the criteria to assess the students. So now I'm gonna present about I'm gonna talking about the indicators for assess the student's writing skill. The indicators to assess the student's writing skill, the first one uh, is about the content of their writing, and the second one is about organization, and the third one is about grammar, vocabulary, and mechanic. This is the indicators for assess the student's writing skill. For speaking, and the indicators are fluency, pronunciation, and intonation. This is for speaking. And next is about the indicator. What's that? The assessment for students' attitude. The indicators are responsibility, polite, and teamwork. This is for students' attitude. And the last part is about activeness. The indicators are presenting, listening, writing, asking, and answering. Okay, this is for this is for all the criteria for assess the students. Okay friends, I think that's all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention, and